So many people do not fully know how much they make. And certainly, most certainly, they have no idea of what they owe. Hello, I am Tessa-Marie, and welcome to my YouTube channel where you will find the answers to life's true happiness and success. Subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when videos of this nature are released. Today, I'm going to speak with you about the pillar of financial prosperity. This is one of the 5 pillars of prosperity. Financial prosperity is the freedom to be able to use the money that you have to pay for your living expenses, have some fun, and choose to live a fulfilled life within that pillar. The pillar, of course, is supported by the other 4 pillars, as each of them are supported by the other, like the fingers on your hand. So let us begin with this pillar, financial prosperity. Of course, we all understand what financial prosperity means. It could go from being able to meet all your living expenses, have money saved, have money in your retirement account, your 401k, and all of the other things, your travel account, you own a house of your own, you drive a car of your choice, and you have money and freedom to do the things that you desire to do. So that's okay. Then, of course, our level of financial prosperity can move upwards if we decide we want to build more wealth. We're going to take different types of chances. We're going to invest in different types of vehicles. We're going to invest in different types of investment vehicles. That's what I should say. Like we might want to work with the market, have a broker, or do the trading ourselves, and that is really interesting. We might want to go onto all of the new Bitcoin, the crypto, all of these things, in a way to build financial prosperity. The thing about all of that is, as we all are fully aware, there are many people that have amassed huge wealth only to lose it. In many cases, it's because of poor money management. Of course, we know of all the lottery winners who win millions and millions, and they say 2 to 3, 4, 5 years later, they do not have a penny to their name. So financial prosperity is something that has a high season and a low season. The thing is to get in the middle of those 2 seasons and drive yourself through a prosperous life each and every day. Managing your financial prosperity requires attention. Attention to detail. Attention to know where our money is going. Attention to know that money is something that has to be harnessed. If it does not have a name, if it does not have a purpose, or you do not care and you go willy-dilly, then naturally you will have willy-dilly results in your future. Some very prosperous days, some very poor days. For example, chicken today and feathers tomorrow. The thing is making a choice. Where would you like to be with your finances? Knowing what you desire. What kind of financial prosperity are you seeking for you now, preparing for the future that might be? Legacy building, having a fulfilled life, traveling, going places. There's so much money can do, but it needs attention. My mother once said to me, if human beings treated each other as they treat the money, there would be enemies all over the world and no one would be talking to the other. She said, we do not respect the money, not even what we earn. And sometimes when we do not earn that money, get it as gift or as a legacy, a beneficiary, oh, she says, they blow it, we blow it so fast. We do not care about how far the money will go. We do not pay attention to retaining some of it for our future or for the future of our children and grandchildren and generations to come. Some do, some don't. So knowing all of that, I decided today to give you some tips of how you should manage your money. Because I found out, of course, a long time ago, that it is not taught at home, it is not taught at school, and both entities expect the other to do it. I have had many friends, oh, why don't they teach money management in school? And my teacher friend says, I wish some parents would talk to their kids about money. So who is at fault here? Both sides are blaming the other. But the point is, we are preparing people for a future. So therefore, we are both responsible for that. And that's why I'm going to give you the points that you can use now in the present moment to manage your money successfully. Hi. So the tips, right? Number one, the first thing we must know is know how much money you earn. Another way of knowing, or another few ways of knowing, is how much money is deposited into your bank account. Not how much money you get, you make before taxes. It's your after-tax income that matters. That's the income you have to live on. So therefore, it's imperative that you know that amount to the penny. So many people do not fully know how much they make. I remember asking that question when I worked at the bank. And many, 90% of people would tell me, oh, I make 50,000. Okay, so from that, with experience, I found out it's 50,000 before taxes. An inexperienced employee wouldn't know because they're just learning the ropes. Or I would say, how much gets deposited in your bank account? Well, around 2,000. Exactly what I did, that's what I'm getting. If you do not know that number, how can you know what your limit of spending for food and shelter and this and that and all of that costs? And that's why many people find themselves in a financial disaster, not knowing exactly to the penny. One man said to me, he wasn't young, he was in his 50s, he said, Tessa-Marie, why does it matter? 10 cents here, 10 cents there. So I said to him, let's go to the dollar store. I have something to do and we can talk, about that. I walk into the dollar store predetermined and I purchased something. I can't remember. It was exactly $1. So I put the dollar on the thing and the woman looked at me. She said, you need to pay the tax. I said, it's just 13 cents. Why don't you just let me go without paying the tax? Now my friend, my customer, is standing right next to me. And he says, oh, Tessa-Marie, give her the 13 cents. I do not have it. And he said, well, I'll pay for it. I said, no, you won't. I said, I brought you here to learn a lesson. I said to the lady, excuse me for wasting your time, but my friend here does not understand how important 10 cents is, because he told me he doesn't care if the cents are hanging on his salary. He said, oh my God, I never saw it from that point of view. No, yeah, right. I said, well, that's what I mean. You need to know, because every 10 cents a day at the end of a week is 70 cents. You're 30 cents short of buying a cup of coffee. Try that. Go to the coffee shop and give them 70 cents and say you want a coffee and ask them for double cream and sugar too while you're at it. See what will happen. They'll stare at you like they're staring a deer in the headlight. They'll go, what is wrong with that clown? Lesson learned there. He knows now to tell me everything, what it is. Number 2, this last one. How much money do you owe on your credit cards, your line of credit, personal loans, whatever, student, whichever I'm asking? Nobody knows. Nobody is fully aware. They round numbers off. And you know what is comical? Start asking that to a couple sitting side by side, and you are here and you are the banker. Okay, so what is your total debt? Somebody has bold, they will say 40,000, and the eyes are doing that, like they're counting it. And the other one will be saying, no, for God, I think it's closer to 60. No, what you're saying, it can't be. I'm right there and I'm watching this thing happening. I'm thinking, you know what? And no wonder they're here for a loan. They do not know how much money they make. They do not know how much money they owe. What am I to do? So I said, listen, we have to make an appointment for a week, and you need to bring me your latest statement from your credit granting agencies. What do you mean? the people who you owe money to, the credit card people, the mortgage people, the line of credit, the car loan, the personal, those people, the most updated version of your statement, you bring it here. Lo and behold, they bring it here. And sometimes it's like 60, 70. That 40,000 suddenly is 80,000. And they're surprised, even more surprised than I am. I expected that. They didn't. And that's why we are in such a financial mess these days, because nobody seems to be aware of what they earn. And certainly, most certainly, they have no idea of what they owe. So that's why I'm asking you, whoever hears this today, please pass it on to another and tell everyone. You're supposed to know how much money you earn, how much gets in your bank account, because that's the amount you have to live off. And how much you owe, so you can manage and not increase more debt, but work towards paying it off. So thank you for watching this video, and give it a like and a subscribe, and share it to somebody in your space that you know will benefit from it. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for listening. I'm looking forward to more videos of that time, so press the button when you subscribe, that little bell, so you can be notified. And if you're looking for somebody to elevate any of your speaking engagements you want to do or your programs, give me a call, DM me. I will be there and ready to fire your team up and elevate them to another level. Have a great and wonderful day. Thank you for watching.